Okay, so first up, Sal's Daggers is a maneuver, which will allow us to insert Hammer Grip or Saber Grip into our hand. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So Hammer Grip is a unique attack that costs 0, does 3 damage. It deals 2 bonus damage if you have it in combo, and you gain 2 combo when you play it, but I don't think it will get the bonus combo. Combo points are accumulated until they are spent by a finisher. You lose half of your combo whenever you take damage. Saber Grip is an attack that costs 0, does 2 damage, and applies 2 bleed. At the beginning of their turn, an enemy takes damage equal to the count of bleed, and then they cut the amount of bleed they have in half. Okay, and the fleets are applying defense themselves. Fight Dirty, we can improvise a card from a pool of special cards. Oh, I guess I should have done this first. So I could get either Scrounge, which is a 0-cost maneuver that would let us draw 2 cards. I could get Scrapper, which is a 0-cost maneuver that would draw a card and then discard a card. Or I could get Trip, which is a 0-cost attack that applies 2 wound. Wound attacks inflict 1 bonus damage on the target, and at the beginning of the target's turn, they reduce their wound by 1. So I guess I could put that in that Fleed. And then I could use Blade Mouth Beating on the Fleed to deal 3 to 4 damage and apply 2 bleed. Okay, I think that bleed's going to... Yeah, this bleed is going to get killed this turn. Or fleed. Bleh. Okay, let's see, I could apply Feint to myself to reduce some damage. Could apply Feint to Alan so she takes no damage. Then I could use Stab on the Fleed. Okay. Yeah, and then that Fleed panicked and fled. Okay, and so she just added the Bleed card to my deck. It's unplayable, and at the end of your turn, you take 2 damage and expend the card. Okay, let's see. Do I go all out? She's going to take 8 damage from one of us, so if I do this... Okay, could I get... Yeah, I could get... Okay, I'll take Hammer Grip because it'll do 3 damage. Okay, yeah, now she's going to panic at the end of this turn. Because... Yeah, Ella just did... Okay, so now we have 2 options. We can either accept their surrender, or we can execute them. And this is the big thing. Your actions have consequences. So killing this person will likely make someone else hate us. But accepting the surrender means that this person could come back later and attack us again. But I think I'm going to go ahead and accept their surrender. Alright, so we get to pick, like with negotiations, we get to pick 1 of 3 battle cards to add to our deck. Okay, we could get the maneuver Exertion. We'd gain 2 actions on the same turn, but lose 1 action next turn. But and it would expend it, so we did that. Sneak Attack costs 2 actions, does 6 to 12 damage, but if we can spend 2 combo, this card does max damage. This would be good with that, with the Sal's Grip. Or I could get Target Practice, which is a 1-cost card that does 2 to 5 damage and attacks 2 random enemies. Interesting. I think I'm going to give Sneak Attack a try. I think I'll try building a combo battle deck. Also, we get a new battle card, Mandible. It's a unique item. Costs 1 to... Okay, I can look at that now. Yeah, okay, so 1 cost... It's a unique item. Costs 1 to play, does 2 to 4 damage. Applies Impair equal to the damage dealt by this card. Attack damage by the target impairs on is reduced by 33%, and at the beginning of the turn they reduce Impair by 1 stack. And Mandible is destroyed after 3 uses. And winning battles restores your resolve. Good job, Grifter. Yeah, Grifters are any factionless settler, explorer, or opportunist who hails from the Havarian Griftlands. Take this, you've earned every coin. You get paid 60 shills, and Alan now likes us. And quest bonus 30 shills. So now that Alan likes us, they might help us if we're in trouble. And we can gift 150 shills to them to get Haggle Badge. It's a social boon. You can negotiate for greater quest rewards. Oh, I want that. Okay, let's get it. And yeah, Alan will love us now. Accept a token of my friendship. Wow, that's really generous of you. Yeah, Alan now loves us because we gave them a big gift. And so, as long as she is still alive and we don't do anything to make her angry, we will have the boon Haggle Badge, which will allow us to negotiate for greater quest rewards. Which means I need to keep my resolve up as much as possible. And we can buy cards from her. And now that she loves us, it looks like she's giving us a 50% discount on everything. Nice. But I want to hold on to my cash for the time being, because it'll be useful in a bit. Well, it's always useful to have cash on hand. Okay, so now I think we've moved into the afternoon, and we have options. These orange things are limited time opportunities. If we don't get to them now, then they'll disappear. We also have a couple more quests available, so I'm going to go to the meditation spot. The woods fall silent. There's nobody around. You can take a moment to gather your thoughts. So we can meditate for a short while to restore 10 resolve. We can meditate for a long while to restore 30 resolve, but we would lose 5 HP. Or we can meditate on the nature of meditation, which will increase our max resolve by 5, but we'd lose 20 resolve. I'm going to go ahead and do this because having a high max resolve is pretty good for negotiations. You empty your mind and ponder the nature of the void. You finish the session exhausted, but you learned a thing or two about your own insignificance. Lost 20 resolve, but gained 5 max resolve. Oh, nice. And increasing our max resolving... Or, no, maybe it didn't. Yeah, no, we were at 28 resolve. So, yeah, we're fine. Okay, so we have a handful of options. I could do Sing for Your Supper, which is a negotiation quest. Zex is trying to get Shake to turn informant. Shake is looking for help to get out of this arrangement. We get a starring card, and completion would give us 55 shills and 30 extra shills. Another day, older and deeper in debt, is battle and negotiation. Veep has gotten himself into some money trouble with Teak. Find a way for Veep to either make money or pay it back slowly. We get a starting bonus card to help on the quest, and completion would give us 55 shills and a restoration of 20 health or 10 resolve. That would not be bad to help get our resolve back up. Or there's a challenging quest here. Meet me at the crossroads. It's 2-star difficulty, so it's going to be a bit more challenging. And but the focus is battle, so I wouldn't have to negotiate. Join Lux at an ambush point and help choose robbery targets. You'll get a cut of the loot if you both survive. We'd get a starting card to help in the quest, and completion would give us a graft from a random draw. Grafts are upgrades that you can apply to yourself, and they'll give you useful effects. So I'm going to go try this. Oh, we just hit a random encounter, though. Sitting conspicuously by the side of the road, you notice an old shrine. It doesn't look Hessian. So we could make an offering, which would remove a negotiation card from our deck. We could meditate by the shrine, which would upgrade a negotiation card. Or we could leave the shrine. Well, removing cards from your deck is pretty good because it thins out the deck and means that you can draw the cards you want more reliably. But I'm going to go ahead and show what upgrading a negotiation card does. Alright, so we get to pick one of the cards, and each card actually has experience measured by the bar under the card's title. Whenever you use cards, they gain experience. So I think I want to upgrade Erupt because it has no experience, so this will be interesting. Okay, so we can either make it boosted Erupt, which means it'll do 3 damage when played, or make it a pale Erupt, which the evoke will be play 3 hostility cards in a single turn, which is a bit more reasonable. So I'm going to go ahead and make it pale Erupt. You place a hand on the worn pedestal and take a moment to reflect on the here and now. Guess even old gods die eventually, huh? Surprisingly, the notion brings you comfort. You spend the rest of your walk mulling it over. Okay, well, we still have... That random encounter means we can now, once again, choose from these 3 quests. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Meet Me at the Crossroads. Oh, I just have water this time. I forgot to mention that earlier, and I haven't been drinking it. Huzzah! Lux's camp is small, but she isn't alone when you arrive. The voices sound as you approach. Quiet, someone's coming. The only thing more menacing than Lux's reputation is her laugh. The human thug glares at you without a word. Well, let's give this a shot. You got work for me? Lux gives you a quick once-over, clearly running the numbers in her mind. You must pass some tests because she leans in close. There's a golden ambush spot out round that new trade route the Admiralty opened. Only now with the auction coming up, they're too preoccupied to keep it nice and safe. A couple of opportunist folks could really make a killing. Sounds like your kind of thing? Well, let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, so I could get readiness, draw 3 cards, gain 2 counter. So counter is whenever you're hit, you'll deal damage back to the enemy who hit you, but you remove all counter at the beginning of your turn. Dagger Storm is a 2-cost maneuver, then inserts 2 copies of Blade Flash into your draw pile. Blade Flash is a 0-cost attack that does 3 to 4 damage and is piercing. Piercing ignores damage blocked by defense. That might not be bad, but I'm going to try... I think I'm going to take Sneak Attack. Get your stuff in order and meet me up there. Don't keep me waiting. I'm not too patient. So, Lux is still here. We could talk to Precht. The scars on her hands suggest Precht is no stranger to a stacked fight. Would you look at this? A filthy vagrant talking to a lowly bandit. Not sure who should be the more offended of the two. Okay. Well, now we can go to the ambush point, which is just over here. Oh, another random encounter. It's dangerous out on the roads, but not every encounter is an ambush. Crad approaches you with her empty hands and an honest eye. Hi there, Hunter. You looking for reinforcement? I may not be licensed, but I've got a strong arm and a steady aim, and I prefer jobs on the level when I can get them. You want me at your flank? I can be there for 140 shills. We don't have that much money, but we could negotiate, or at least try. It's a bit more of my take than I'd like to give. Okay, her core argument, whenever Crad deals damage, they gain composure equal to resolve loss. If no resolve is lost, Crad takes 3 damage, so we should focus on defense. We can put composure there, use Sal's instincts to gain dominance, well, to get attitude rather. Gain dominance. Oh, I didn't have quite enough hostility cards to get that. Oh well. Okay, well that's all that can be done. Yeah, so she took 3 damage from that. What's this? Intense and target previews are hidden. That's not good. I think maybe I should try to use fast talk to get rid of it. Oh, come on. Okay, quick thinking. Oh, okay, this is good. I'll take Gossip because it lets me deploy Bait. Bait has to be targeted before anything else. I could also deploy Composure onto the Bait, which would give it some defense, although I should probably... Yeah, I should probably protect it so that she might take damage from her double edge. Nope. Okay, so she gained 1 Composure for that. Okay, go ahead, fast talk to that. Okay, the bait's going to take damage. Okay, so I want to reduce the amount of Composure she gains from that. Okay, she deployed new argument. Targets an opponent argument each turn for 2/2 damage. Okay. If I did a press, that. Okay. And then if I put Reflection on myself, I could use Quick Thinking. Except Flustered, nah. Ooh, carryover, gain bonus action next turn. That would be good. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Crad's going to employ an argument next turn. Okay, we're almost done. We'll go ahead and, Okay, I'm going to use that to get attitude, gain dominance, and then use threat, and that did it.